What's going on, you guys? My name's Ty Knotts, and welcome to Top 5 Unknowns. 5 secretive places around the world that you can't enter. Number 5. The dictated world of North Korea is already a source of dark curiosity for most citizens. Journalists have snuck into the country or visited under the guise of just trying to get a glimpse of what the country is really like for the average citizen. This curiosity surrounding North Korea is even stronger for the Korean Demilitarized Zone. The KDZ is a strip of land running across the Korean peninsula. It works as a border or barrier, which essentially splits the peninsula in half between the countries. It was created by agreement between North Korea, China, and the United Nations Command in 1953. The region is intended to be a peaceful buffer between the nations, which have shockingly different views of government. Neither side of the country is allowed to have military equipment inside the KDZ at any time. They do, however, have peace houses. While many members of both nations have described these locations as a mask for the world to assume that there's a real effort of peace, they're gentle reminders and hopeful signs for those that do desire true peace and agreement between North and South Korea. The KDZ has strict rules of those who can enter and cannot enter the location. Only approved personnel and public figures from each side are permitted within the limits of the zone. Once inside the region, rules become even more strict and specific for visitors. Even of the authorized personnel, only a select few are allowed in other areas of the KDZ. This strict access has caused the public of not only North and South Korea but of the world to wonder what's going on within the confines of the KDZ. Since access isn't granted to members of the media very often, news and reports from meetings or other events inside of the KDZ obviously don't get coverage. In the past, the KDZ has been victim to either side trying to break in by either creating tunnels, trying to blow through fencing, or entering with other means of force. Number 4. Ophidiophobia is the abnormal or irrational fear of snakes. Many people suffer daily from this phobia, but even those that don't consider themselves to be victims of this find the slithering reptiles to be grotesque and terrifying. Snake Island is probably the worst place on Earth imaginable for those that hold this fear in their hearts. The mysterious nature of the island, combined with its population of snakes and strict security protocols of the location, make it one of the most disturbing places in the world. Snake Island is located just off the coast of Brazil in the Atlantic Ocean. The lone island is about 106 acres large, and while it could easily house a small population, not a single human being lives on this island. In fact, humans are forbid from stepping foot on the tropical terrain. When Brazil originally explored the island, they experienced a dangerous battle which caused them to label Snake Island as a forbidden fortress, where humans could only possibly meet a fatal end. This danger was mostly caused by the population of rare and deadly snakes sneaking around every corner. Golden lancehead snakes are a species of pit vipers that are considered the most dangerous and poisonous in the world. A bite from one of these would kill an average-sized male in about an hour, with little chance of saving his life. The lancehead snakes are said to be located all over this island, with at least one snake possibly present at every square foot of the land. They can grow to be 2 feet long, and some data taken a few decades ago estimated that between 2,000 and 5,000 snakes inhabit this area. While snakes are a valid reason for many to stay away from this island, others speculate that something else is being hidden there, and that the snakes were put there on purpose. Theories range from paranormal creatures being present that pose a much more dangerous threat to humans, and the island being used as an alien research site, sanctioned by the government, similar to Area 51. Number 3. The tomb of Shi Huang, also known as the Mausoleum of the First Qin Emperor, is the resting place for Emperor Shi Huang, and it was discovered in the 1970s by a group of archaeologists and explorers. Outside areas of the tomb have been excavated, and over 2,000 clay soldiers have been found in an order approaching the tomb that would suggest that they symbolize guards. It's believed that the massive tomb was constructed between 246 and 208 BC. While these outside areas have been researched and are covered by protective domes, the tomb itself is absolutely forbidden to the outside world and is yet to be explored even by professionals. There have been rumors and stories floating around during excavation periods that researchers and team members experienced strange events while uncovering the Emperor's guards. Some reports involved freak accidents that led visitors to assume the tomb is now somehow haunted or cursed to any that enter. According to statements released to the public, the inside of the tomb is yet to be excavated because of preservation efforts and the vast amount of outside locations that still need attention. Of course, lovers of the paranormal and even religious people can't help but wonder if the regions are more based on the alleged curse or possible ancient secrets being covered by archaeologists. Number 2. North Sentinel Island is located in the Bay of Bengal and is part of the Andaman Islands. While you might be thinking this tropical resort could be a location for a fun beachy family vacation, it's quite the opposite. Furthermore, most people are not even allowed to step foot on the island. In fact, when a missionary tried to approach the island in November of 2018, he was hit with an arrow and critically injured. According to witnesses, he was then taken by a local tribe and carried deeper into the island where he was buried. This might seem to confirm the reasoning behind not allowing outsiders to visit the island, and it's related to the culture of the isolated tribe located in North Sentinel. The Sentinelese is a tribe of people that have been unaffected by modern civilization and live according to very old and natural ways and traditions. The tribe have been known to completely avoid and refuse contact with outsiders. There are almost no travel methods which will allow people onto the island, and in very few cases when outsiders have been approached, they've been met with violence. Some photos have been captured through aircrafts of the tribe, who practice indigenous fashions of wearing no clothes, making use of body art, and transforming their natural resources around them to improve their daily life. While we have to respect and even admire the lifestyle of this ancient tribe, by standing as far away as we can, there's no doubt that some level of fear comes from the mystery behind the tribe. Explorers, missionaries, and scientists have long waited to make contact with the tribe, or at least observe the island and its resources, but it's best that they do not. The missionary that was killed by the tribe had paid fishermen a hefty fee to bring him as close to the island as possible, because he believed he had a chance to spread the word of his religion. Despite many warnings about the island, he approached the tribe and met a tragic fate. As sad as the situation was, it now serves as a very clear warning for future visitors to stay far, far away. The people of the island are said to have become present about 2,000 years ago and have had no contact with neighboring islands or communities since at least 1991, and even that contact was very limited. It appears that North Sentinel Island will remain a mystery with a violent threat to many hopeful visitors for years to come. Number 1. Chances are you've heard about Area 51, the military base for research that many speculate houses mysterious and supernatural cases, mostly related to the existence of aliens. However, you may not know about its Australian sister, Pine Gap. Pine Gap is a US satellite surveillance base, or Australian Earth Station, located a few miles southwest of the town of Alice Springs, located in the center of Australia. The base is owned and operated by both the US and Australian governments. The base was opened in 1988 and was formerly titled Joint Defense Facility Pine Gap. The base is partially run by both the CIA and NSA, and uses satellites that are located at its base, and its main purpose is to collect information that's transmitted around the world via radio signals. The base provides important information, including providing early ballistic missile launches, targeting of nuclear weapons, and providing battlefield intelligence data for the United States Armed Forces, while operating in Afghanistan and elsewhere. For some, this work is essential to America's success and safety, but for others, they see Pine Gap as yet another mysterious and forbidden location that may hold significant secrets. General citizens are not allowed on the base, and even if you're involved with military or the government, you must be granted special access to even drive onto the base. From there, even more levels of access are required to enter certain buildings of the area. Some speculate that the reason behind so much secrecy is that these giant satellites are used illegally to spy on citizens or intake information about the general public that can be used to better control the population through propaganda and other schemes. Others speculate that the massive computers used to decode signals around the world are actually capable of transmitting and receiving signals from outer space and other galaxies, and the important proof of extraterrestrial life has been obtained by Pine Gap and is being held secret for the indefinite future. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to click that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to keep updated with our videos.